Hello everyone and welcome to Cardboard Buzz. My name is Ivan and today I'll be reading and reacting to your board game horror stories. Alright, so a few weeks ago I actually went to the board game subreddit and asked everyone what are their board game horror stories. It doesn't have to involve ghosts, but anything that you would consider scary. As a board gamer, this could be anything. Right, so I actually told my story first, and it goes like this. So, we were playing as a normal game weekend on the board game cafe that we frequent. There is another group beside our table also playing a game, which occupies almost all of the table space that they have. So, my significant other stood up to take a bio break, but she accidentally bumped the table beside us. And there was a glass there that contains water and it spilled. My heart sank and I immediately went over to their table and apologized profusely as much as possible and tried to hand them table napkins to wipe the water. Fortunately, there were no cards or boards that were actually damaged and we got off easily. So we've played a few times with the owner of the game that was there, and he was really kind. So he didn't demand anything else, but he was just happy and glad as well that there weren't any damage done to his game. So yes, that is my story. We still kept apologizing, but it was really an accident. So yeah. And then I asked the people of Reddit what are theirs. Okay, so I'm just gonna be reading them out, and here's the first one that we have. So, this user states that I've had water spill on the table before, and I am so anal about keeping my games pristine that the second the glass was dripping, I swept my hand over the table, knocking the game and its components, oh no, on the floor, saving everything from destruction. Big cleanup to find the pieces later, but nothing was damaged. Also, it always horrifies me to see people bending cards. What the hell do they think they are doing checking cards like they peel a hand in Baccarat or poker? So he lost his mind. So yeah, water spill or water scares is very common. Our game pieces has cardboard pieces, paper even sometimes, and that would kill me as well if my game got water damaged. So for those of you who have experienced it, I'm sorry. I hope you got over it. And yeah, bending cards too. One thing that we had an episode about gaming etiquette, and one of the don'ts that was given by our audience is to not bend the cards. So almost 50% of the comments that we had told everyone to not bend the cards. It always happens, especially with newer players, but few, the one watching this, had a habit or has a habit of bending cards. Try to avoid that. Okay? Alright, so a guy here also says, a friend accidentally tore the Game of Thrones 2nd edition board in half, oh my god, while trying to fold it up to put it away. The sound, never heard anything scarier. Oh gosh, must be that. Something like that, a paper tearing apart. Yeah, getting torn apart. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just looking out at my games here. I don't think it happened. I mean, even card pieces, I don't think it happened to me. I don't think laminating a board is a good idea, but some players laminate player boards, just those thin player boards like Castles of Burgundy. It might be a good idea to laminate them so that you would not tear them apart or anything. But wow, this is scary. Alright, so another response is, a buddy of mine had a huge Dominion collection that he was keeping in one of those wooden artist boxes. Okay, the thing weighed a ton and he had so many expansions in it. Anywho, it was in his car, and one day during a thunderstorm, oh my god, oh no, he opened the car door. The box fell out and busted open, spilling hundreds or even thousands of Dominion cards in the mud. Oh my god. Oh, okay. First, those boxes, those wooden artist boxes. Well, I don't know. It must be craft made, yeah, handcrafted or something like that. There are a lot of storage solutions to a lot of the bigger games that we have. But I don't think it's secure enough. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It's still up to the owner to actually protect and care for the game. Excuse me. But yeah, this is scary. I mean, you open the card door, the box opened, it spilled, the card went to the mud. Oh gosh, I don't know if you could ever recover from that. What's worse, water or mud? I mean, I guess an argument can be made if the mud could dry up and then you could peel it off? Question mark? I'm not sure, but hey, it's scary. Alright, okay, another user says, water? Amateurs, get back to me when you spill red wine on a board game. Oh my god. I hope he's playing viticulture at least. Wow. I mean, of course, spilling liquids, water, soft drinks, wine. I mean, they must be having fun, you know, playing board games while drinking wine. But dang, that would suck if that happened to me. No. So it might be a smart idea to leave liquids off the table. So if you're playing on your own home, that might be a good rule to protect your games. If you're playing on a board game cafe, I guess clear out the liquids first before you set up your game. And especially when you're playing games like Ghost Blitz or something, a dexterity game or a speed game, wherein you would be very active with your hands and in the table, in the components. So it's easy to knock off something. Or probably getting those cups or mugs that doesn't fall off, whatever you do. What are they called? I don't know how they, what those are called, but might be something that you could consider to check. Okay, so there's another one. How about horror short stories in one quote? And the quote is, so is it easy to learn or easy for you? Once I hear that, it's 85% likely that the night is gonna be plagued by someone upset we're not playing Monopoly and life. Alright, so having the easy to learn tag on a game is really a luxury these days. I mean, with lots of modern board games that are being published, and of course heavier games that also are being put out by different publishers and game designers. So having an easy to learn game is not really I mean, it's more often than not very very false, so to speak, since easy to learn is very subjective. At least I could say that a game might be easy to teach, but easy to learn is very difficult to navigate. So yeah, and I've had experiences wherein games are being taught to me, and it was under the impression that it is easy to learn, but really it's not. And sometimes those suck, because you already shut your brain down to a level that it's easy, it doesn't really require a lot of thinking, and then in the end you'd be bored, or you'd be kicking yourself for not paying attention too much and not understanding the rules. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Here is a story. One summer day, my wife and I had nothing better to do. We set my son up playing at his water table in the backyard, and then we set up a game of Dominion to play on the patio, as we have played several games outside on the patio. Okay. So all was going well for several turns when a large gust of wind came up and scattered the cards all over our backyard, including a few that landed into the water table. My wife and I scrambled, and luckily we were able to find all the cards that blew away. Wow, so playing outdoors, very risky, very fun. It could be very fun as well, since it would be a different experience. But, you know, probably a good idea to put some weight on the table above the table napkin or something like that. It's scary when nature tries to play with your board game components be it the water, the rain, the mud, and now this time the wind. Wonder if we'll see fire soon. Hopefully not. Oh my gosh, I just remembered, if anyone has been a victim of a fire, even just accidentally, and lost their collection from it. I'm really sorry that happened to you. Yeah, just that. Okay. Right. Is there anything else? Looks like that's it. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Those are the board game horror stories that were given to us by Reddit. So if you have any answers to that questions, any horror stories to share in when it comes to board gaming, please let us know. We are on Facebook and Spotify and other podcast platforms. We're on Twitter as well, so check us out. Again, my name is Ivan, and this is Cardboard Buzz, and cheers. Cardboard.